Today on SportsCenter, Bryant football senior day. We'll see how that went. Women's basketball starting up their season against Brown. And Alex Francis tearing it up for the Bryant men's basketball team. Early season MVP? I don't know. They still have Frankie Dobbs on that team. We'll see. And welcome.
And welcome to Bryant SportsCenter. I'm Andy Malakis.
Brandon DeFreitas here.
A tough week in Bryant sports, Brandon.
It absolutely was, Andy, but you know, there's hope for the future for these teams, so we'll go over it and hopefully these teams will get better as the season goes along.
Oh, absolutely. I think they will. Football had a very successful season.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go over that game, the last game of the season, and we'll also cover the basketball. Some big things happening out of Alex Francis. And we have an interview later on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And wouldn't you like to have had Jordan Brown on your fantasy team this year for college football?
For this year, certainly. You know, last week, down week, but still very, very good. 10 fantasy points.
109 yards, depends on how you score, but that is still a great game from Jordan Brown. So,
Bryant football played Central Connecticut State University this week in football. Jordan Brown came into the game leading all of college football with over 1,700 rushing yards. We'll see how he fared. Take to the highlights here. Senior day, everyone being recognized for their hard work. In the first, Kroos drops back, hits Jordan Harris for the 42-yard bomb for the score. Next up, Brian Fowler for Central Connecticut answers back, 41-yard rush here, gets knocked down at the 1. They would go on to score 7-7. Bryant up now by 7. Kroos hits Tracy for the score. Bryant goes up by 14. However, CCU would start coming back. 16 seconds go in the half. Brian Fowler comes up with the 6-yard score and the game be tied 21-half. Third and goal in the third now. Fowler takes in for the Blue Devils. Go up by 7. Here, Bryant losing attainment on Tolbert. He runs for 55 yards. Big play by them. Turn the game around at this point. On the next play, Jesperson hits Baker for 25. Central Connecticut up by 14. Next up, Frank Trabue forces Jesperson for the fumble. Bryant gets the much-needed turnover. However, on the ensuing drive, Kroos gets sacked for a huge loss. Huge loss on the play. Brings up 4th and 21. Kroos drops back, throws the interception to Corinna. He gets a decent return on it, sets up the next Blue Devils drive. About 3:30 to go. Fowler takes the fake, 19 yards for the dagger, and CCU would go on to win 42-21. Jordan Brown tacks on another 109 yards for the season, brings his final season total to 18-15. Leads all college football. Central Connecticut rushed for 359 yards on the game. Bryant only 40% on third down. 4 turnovers compared to CCU's 1. Big turning point in the game. On the flip side, CCU 59% on third down.
now onto the hard court. Bryant University playing against Big East foe, Notre Dame. Big game for Bryant to prove what they have. Let's see what happened. Notre Dame, early in the game, you're going to see they're hot from the three-point line. Here we go. Eric Atkins from 3 hits it, and it did not stop there. Jerry and Grant from 3, it's good. Atkins again, yes, he does indeed hit it. Now you have Joey getting in on it as well. He's going to hit 2 in a row here. Bryant in a hole. How will they respond? Well, my boy Frankie Dobbs making some work here. Shoots it up, gets his own board, brings it down the baseline here. Down to Jordan Harris with the shot. Nope, but Frankie Dobbs again the rebound. A little bit of a shimmy right there, and he's going to hit the three-point shot for Bryant. Back on Notre Dame's attack. They're pushing it down the court, down baseline. Another easy hoop for Notre Dame. That's how the whole first half went. Disappointing for Bryant. 47-28 Notre Dame at the half. Bryant trying to come back here. Easy interception again. Mistakes really what cost Bryant in this game. You see Notre Dame taking it in for another easy hoop. Coming around here, baseline. Nice little play there by Corey Maynard. Maynard again from three. Hits it. He's on fire. Absolutely. Here we go. Bad mistake again from Bryant. Again, here he goes for the nice little easy layup. But Bryant's own Alex Francis working it down the baseline over everyone. That's what you want to see from your top player. But it didn't stop there. Watch him showing off those post moves. Tim Duncan-esque right here. Right off the backboard. Look at that. That's beautiful. Here he goes again, backing down his opponent. All the way. That's the kind of power you want to see from your forward right there. They feed him again. Knocks down the defender. That's not a charge, folks. There we go. Down the baseline again. And one with the dunk. Francis on absolute fire. Again, my boy Frankie Dobbs knows to dish it to his big man Francis. Little baby hook there. Puts it in. Bryant making a bit of a comeback here. In the end, though, they would fall short, 84-59. Alex Francis, 22-point effort, 6 boards. Frankie Dobbs getting close to a triple-double with 13 points, 8 boards, and 7 assists. Corey Maynard went for 11 points, 7 boards, and 4 assists. Big thing here is you're seeing from your guards between Dobbs and Maynard, 15 rebounds. That's big from your backcourt.
Bryant, before the Notre Dame game, taking on Army. Let's take you to West Point for the tip-off. Here, Josh Herbeck for Army hits from downtown. In this play, Jordan Harris misses the three, but Corey Maynard, the star of the game for Bryant, there for the putback. Army hot from three all game. But Bryant hung around this game. Here, Claiborne McBath taking the charge from Ella Ellis. Bryant gets the ball back. Here, McBath gets a jumper to go. He's hanging around. Here, Bryant plays some good defense, forces the eventual miss here. Making it a game still. Here, what can you say? Frank Dobbs directing traffic, and he's making his own to go. 3 points. Count it. Here, he gets the assist to Raphael Jordan, who gets the three. Bryant played pretty well in this game. Here, though, Alex Francis will get called for the charge here, forcing another turnover for Bryant. And after a long, tough game, Bryant does not win the game. They lose 69-65. Alex Francis, 20 points, 14 rebounds, doing it all. Maynard, solid game, 21 points, 9 rebounds, an assist. Herbeck for the Army, 21 and 6 and 2. Solid game. Army hit 41% from three-point land, but Bryant, on the bright side, out-rebounded Army 43-30 in the game. Their record dropped to 1-4 after this game.
Now on to women's basketball against Brown. Folks, this was going to be a 3-point fiesta here. You'll see it in the highlights. Starting off, Bryant with the ball, going to dish inside for the nice layup for Danielle Douglas. Had a good game there. Here she is again. Dish it back inside to Danielle, and she hits another layup. Good work out of Bryant on that one. Here on the outside, you're going to see Courtney Schessler for the three. Great play from Bryant. Here's Sheila Dixon dishing it inside for Brown. She had a tremendous game. Watch out for her in these highlights. Brown again going to work it around here, get the nice layup inside. Good ball movement there from Brown. Look at Sheila Dixon on the outside. Recurring theme here, 3-point Sheila Dixon. Absolutely ridiculous. Bryant working it inside again to Danielle Douglas. Great game from her. Here we go again from Brown. Sheila Dixon, I told you, I didn't lie. 3 points again from Dixon. Can you believe it? Watch this ball movement from Bryant here. This is what you look for in basketball. Inside, tremendous play right there. Great work. Bryant again going to work the ball movement and find Brittany Strahora on the corner there for the three-point shot. Great work from Bryant on that one. Coming back here, Brown, Sheila Dixon again would not let up. Dishes to her teammate for the three-pointer. Still in this game, 40-25. Brown coming back again, dishes out yet another three-point shot, trying to keep it close here with Bryant. Bryant comes back, though. Katie Whittington dishes it out for the three-point shot. Good. Great work there from Hannah Katie Whittington again hits a three-point shot for Bryant. Great work there. Keeping it up, keeping the distance. Brittany Strahora taking it strong to the lane. 4 people around her, gets the layup. Good work right there. Here we go again. Bryant, Katie Whittington looking around. She's going to drive by herself. Pull up J. That's what you look for right there. Bryant, comfortable lead at the end of the game here. But again, Brown would not let up from the three-point land, even when they're down, fighting to stay alive. Great game here. 64-49. Bryant survived the three-pointers from Brown and looking pretty good on this one. As you can see, Katie Whittington with the leading score, 15 points. Steph Cardamone with 13 points. And Meredith Super with 10 rebounds. Always important, almost just as good as points. Sheila Dixon, 12 points, but she was hot from 3 for Brown, and she kept them in the game.
So as you can see, Brandon, tough week in football. Turnovers killed them. Couldn't rush the ball. That was what they lived on. Jordan Brown, tremendous season. Came up a little bit short in this last game. Very successful season out of the football team. And at the same time, the basketball team's impressive right now.
It is. I mean, they got some really good players there. Frankie Dobbs, 2 great guards. Frankie Dobbs is doing some work there. And you see Alex Francis, he's the real deal. You saw those post moves and those highlights we went over. It should be a nice, good, long season for the Bulldogs. I expect their record to improve as they continue to play against weaker teams instead of playing against some real solid teams like Notre Dame.
Exactly. You look at it, this team is a far cry from the team we saw a couple years ago in our sophomore year where they went 1-25. So.
Freshman year losing to New Jersey Institute of Technology. It's no longer like that. Bryant's got a legitimate basketball team now. Look for a great season here. The men's volleyball team started off their preseason tournament at Fairfield University, finished 3rd of 8 teams in the tournament. They expect to have a strong season coming up, including Captain Paul Dornfeld is supposed to lead the Bulldogs this season. Some freshmen here to look out for, Jesse Finker and Julian Roberts. And they have a real solid team this year, and they think they can take it real far. So let's hope for a good season from volleyball. Season will start January 29th, so something to look forward to when you come back from winter break.
In an attempt to get Bryant student support at this year's Bryant versus Providence College game, Bryant University has organized a fan bus to Providence to see if the Bulldogs can get some support and a much-needed win on the season. For that, we'll take it to Frank Lavera for more.